Hey guys, we are so sorry, but we had audio issues with this episode and we had to use our camera audio instead of the mics. We really didn't want to scrap this episode because we had so much fun making it. So please bear with the audio issues and enjoy this episode of the Cimorelli podcast.
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, and Amy. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
And we're Cimorelli. Welcome back to the Cimorelli podcast. Today, we've got a crazy, super special guest.
Joey!
Joey Cringe. This is our youngest brother, Jumpin' G, host of Facts. It's Joey.
Joseph Angelo Cimorelli.
He's also the youngest person in our whole family, so he's the youngest of the 11 kids in our family.
Right. Well, I mean, if you're counting our family, there are a lot of babies in our family. But I guess you could say
in our
group
siblings.
of siblings.
Yeah.
Because aren't the babies in your immediate family?
Well, there are individual immediate families.
There's a bunch of families now. Anyway, so moving forward.
He's the youngest sibling. We'll just
leave it at that. Yeah, so I'd like to say that I've got a retro look going today. Vote in the comments. Do you think it's retro?
I think it's cute.
What decade are you going for?
2000s a little bit.
Oh, it is?
I was gonna say it's giving Y2K.
It's not quite a trucker hat, but it's got the mesh on the back.
Yeah, it's got the vibe.
I like it.
Thank you.
I just like to put it on record that saying it's giving hurts my soul.
Okay, spoiler alert, Joey's gonna cringe at us like every 5 seconds.
I'll be honest, I already did when you did that intro, I was like...
Yeah, what? I'm just trying to embarrass a little,
but it's cool.
Feathers.
We got it.
We're mostly millennials.
Joey is filling in for Lauren today.
No, but she's just being
if Lauren was here, she's kind of like in the bridge between you and me.
She's more like
But now it's just, there's no bridge here.
Yeah. I don't really
We got a bunch of old people.
Because Lauren is, what is she, a classy Gen Z? You're like full-blown Gen Z. Like
you are.
No, but that is a bridge between the millennial and the classy.
Let's get into this. So, Joey's in this episode. What are we going to talk about? He suggested we do a dating Q&A from you guys. So we got questions from you guys from
Patreon,
he'll
be answering them.
Instagram, and he's going to answer them. And we have our other stuff, of course, that we're going to get into first. But first, I have to say, Joe, what year were you born in?
2005.
Oh my gosh. Humanity.
I guess I was 14, but I was 15 a couple months later.
A year I vividly remember.
I don't even know what years you guys were born in.
92.
You don't?
Oh wait, Joey, okay, guess. Go down the line
do you
and
know
guess.
how old I am?
Yeah, maybe.
Go down the guess.
Within a year.
Joey, rapid fire, guess the year.
Guess real quick.
Years you're born?
Yeah.
96. What year said 92? 90? 95.
I was close. 90.
Oh wait, I missed someone.
95.
You're
But
95.
you weren't that bad.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty close.
I don't know.
Joey's an OO babies out there.
Isn't Alex born in 96?
Yeah, Alex
Our
is
brother.
96.
Okay, cool.
10 years older than
I
you.
mixed you up.
It's okay.
He knew someone was 10 years older, he just didn't know which.
How did I... Okay.
I have to tell you guys, if you want to see every full episode of the podcast, you got to join our Patreon, which is linked in the description. If you want to support us, just try it for like a month. See if you love it. You probably will. It's a really positive community. That's what everyone there says. Just saying. And you get all of the full episodes instead of being cut off in the middle, like every other one is on YouTube. So if you love us, you want to support us, you love the podcast, you just need the full episodes, join the Patreon, linked in the description. Try it out. See what you think. Last episode, Lisa offered to pay for the first month.
I'm sure I've already blocked 10 of you by now.
For 10 people.
I said I'll Venmo you $5. This is a discontinued offer. Can't redeem this coupon. $5 to 10 of you to join your first month, cover your first month of Patreon. But after I Venmo you, I will block you. I don't want people. Send me $100. No.
But that episode hasn't come out yet, so the next episode we shoot, it will have come out, so I'm curious to know.
Then we'll know.
What happened. Anyway, let's get into this. So,
Also, I'd like to point out that from my point of view, I can just see so much how much Lisa and Joey look alike. It's
from the
crazy.
side.
Their side profiles.
You guys saw our TikTok?
You guys have identical noses. It's wild.
Whoa.
They do.
Literally identical. Wow.
Weird.
That's so weird.
Anyway, you guys
The
have so
comparison
much
we
alike.
never
If
got.
Joey was wearing a trucker hat right now, I wouldn't be able to. No, I'm just kidding. I'd be
Oh
able
my
to.
gosh, Joey in a hat. Can't picture it.
Joey, short hats.
Nah.
All right,
I've
anyway.
never seen you
It's
wear
not his style.
a big head. You do have
Yeah.
like Lisa.
I don't mess with no hats though,
Why?
because I like hair.
It's okay.
He likes his hair.
Joey, did you ever try
Also,
hat?
after
He's got curly
if you're a dude and you take off, especially curly, you take off
Oh,
the hat,
hat head.
completely just.
You do have
destroy
great
it.
curly
Yeah.
hair. Okay,
No, I
so
understand that.
That's true.
guys,
Joey's got
let's
great
get
hair.
into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So, what are the highs and lows of your week, guys? I know Joey doesn't want to go first. Am I right?
Yeah.
I already knew it. He's like Amy on this. I told you. I told you. I knew it. Okay, so highs and lows.
It sounds like
everyone?
you're doing ASMR.
I told you.
Okay.
Cimorelli.
Ah!
All right.
It is
First, start with the low. Lily, another baby sleep, of course. Lily has been kind of all over the place. Por ejemplo, she just took a 3.5 hour nap today. What the heck? Really weird with her sleep. But she woke up at 5 a.m. just a few short nights ago.
Ain't right.
And I was like, all right, she's gotta go back to sleep. It's way too early. Didn't go back to sleep. Had to go in, feed her. Brought her in. We watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and then she finally got laid back on the pillow and went to sleep at 6:45. 6:45. I'm feeling the accents today. Anyway, so that was a low. But then, you know what? I'll segue into my high, which was watching TV with her, and then her falling asleep next to me in the bed was so cute because she doesn't really do that anymore. Like, you know, she's too violent. She's got a helmet on. I don't want to get injured, so she's got to go in her own bed. But I was able to have really good, like, quality time with her after she passed out. So, and before, but, you know, she's a little cranky. So, yeah, it was a low turned high. And I actually did eventually get to go back to sleep, so.
Love it.
Okay, I'll go. My low was just like, I feel like this week had like no time for myself. I've just been kind of like frazzled and just like, I don't do anything. Just like, I can't do my workout. I can't like take a bath. I just so many things I want to do for self-care that I had no time for. And I was like, no. But no, that was sad. But over the weekend, I had a really good weekend, and I went to hosted, and then went to like multiple like barbecue vibe things. Well, I didn't host. I had like 2 friends over, and we did like a grill. We grilled out. Yeah, I
It was
hosted
at your house.
It sounds like I hosted some big thing. I hosted
No,
like
a barbecue can be
like
like
2
3
friends.
people. Totally.
Okay,
Totally.
I literally invited
If
2
it's
different
barbecued,
friends,
it's a barbecue.
and it was fun. And there was
If the
between
grill is in sight.
2 friends there was 5 babies.
Oh my.
Because one of my friends has 1 baby and the other one has twins. So it was a lot of babies in a small space, and it was very fun. And I bought so much food. I got like watermelon, corn on the cob. I got stuff to make. I got sorbet and strawberries. Like, I just got all the summer foods and pulled out all the stops, and it was truly a feast. So it was fun times. Yeah. Good kickoff of summer.
Would you like to
I was yeah, I'll go, but like real quick, how many of the highs and lows of your week involve your child?
Oh,
Everyone.
Many.
Most of them.
All of them. Usually my child
Honestly,
didn't sleep.
yeah, most of my lows are my child didn't sleep. That would have been mine, but I just feel like I've said
Hey,
it too
my
many
last
times.
one was I stubbed my toe.
Boring.
Getting better.
Honestly, me trying to find a low that doesn't involve my child not sleeping or my children, both my children, is very hard.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's
Take
mostly
back.
my lows.
My low was after I watched a very scary show and had to take the trash out at 11 p.m. I realized the cans had to go out. I was like, and keep in mind, my house has like spotlights, floodlights. It's very well lit outside, but I was like, oh my gosh, a spider's gonna eat me. I'm gonna die. And I was running. I literally took the cans out and sprinted up my driveway like I've never ran before.
What were you watching?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
so
you're-
scary. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It's so scary.
So scary.
It's amazing.
I don't know if I can finish it. It's too scary.
My high wasn't very high, but it was funny.
What?
So I was at the children's hospital, and
Oh yeah, for your appointment.
What's your thing called?
thyroid. I don't know the
It's
full
like a
name,
cyst,
but a
right?
thyroid cyst. All right, we'll just
Yeah.
shorten it.
Okay.
Basically, I got this little cyst in my throat, swelled up, all that fun stuff, and then got it back down, and then swelled up again a little bit, got it back down. We went back for a little checkup, and they were like, you don't have to get surgery. So I was like, I'm not doing that.
Good.
Yeehaw.
So, like, I mean, like, they
For now.
can, but you don't have to, and I was like, I'm not doing that because
Okay.
I don't want to do that unless it's necessary.
Yeah.
And as we're leaving, she's like, before we walked in, they had like 2 different masks. They had like the normal blue one for adults, and then they had like the kids mask with like polka dots on it. And it was really small, but obviously I grabbed the kids mask
Wow.
because the lady made a joke, and she was like, "You won't," and I was like,
What?
Bet.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, I will. It was like this tiny little mask. And then I'm walking back out, and she's like, oh, do you want a Paw Patrol sticker as a joke? And I was like, yes, I do. Gives me a Paw Patrol sticker, and she's like, you want a lollipop too? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Oh,
Give me a root
I'm
beer.
still under 18.
Give me a root beer dum-dum.
Oh, those are the best.
And she's like, oh, that's weird. And I was like, no, it's the best one. And then we're walking out, and this lady's like, that's the best conversation I've ever heard. I don't know, that was my high, but my low was, I'm guessing someone watching this knows what like an Orby gun is.
No.
It's basically, you got these little Orbeez, and you put them in water, and then they grow, and then load your gun with them. So I bought one of those.
Wait, what's the point of it?
water
You shoot each other. It hurts.
Is it like Nerf kind of?
I would compare. No. I would compare it to like an airsoft gun on the pain scale.
Oh,
but it also,
what?
except for it shoots 8 shots a second.
Oh my god.
So my
But
friend and I, we played a.
No.
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 You just don't know.
You put
It's okay.
Orbeez in a bottle, you put water in, and they grow.
Okay. So keep going.
How do you not know what Orbeez are?
What's it made out of? What's
Uh,
it?
I've never heard of it.
Moving on. My friend and I played a basketball 1v1, and the loser had to get shot for 4 seconds straight. Which, keep in mind, 8 to 10 shots per second.
Oh,
I lost 21 to 19. And I got lit up. Dude, I was like, I put a shirt in my mouth to like bite it, and you just.
This is so weird.
no. Teen boys are so strange.
Bro, it hurt so
Did you
bad.
get a bruise or
Oh,
bruises?
dude, it's so bad, but yeah, I got a bruise.
On your back?
Yeah. Dude, I go, don't shoot me in the head. He's like, I won't. His first shot.
Joey's like,
Oh.
Second shot, boom, right to the ear. I'm like,
Joey's like my moneymaker.
That's
Oh my
terrifying.
yeah, next time I'm not losing. But
Okay, anyway.
that was my low.
Joey trips over.
This is so weird. Your life, wow.
Moving on.
Okay, I would say my high is that the pool opened.
Yay!
Best memory in recent moments. Yes.
Oh, yes.
And then,
Come on,
I don't know.
Amy.
Life has been a little annoying lately because Lauren being sick and wreaking havoc on my mental health. Not that she did anything wrong. So yeah, that's what I have to say. That's why I'm furiously fidget spinning because I can't exist.
Right, Amy, you always seem to be a little low.
Joey! Not every day.
He means
Just kidding.
A little panic.
It's not because she's short.
he means good night.
Oh, was that a short joke? I thought that was a mental health joke.
Yeah, I thought it
Oh,
I thought it was a short
I'm
one.
just gonna roast your mental health real quick.
Joey,
No, it's a short joke.
thank you
Okay,
for not
I got it.
roasting my
I just
mental health.
Clarify, okay.
That's what I thought you meant. Okay.
That was a good one.
Good
Joey.
one. Okay,
It's
so
an actual podcast.
my low. Let's see. I have a low and a not that low.
So
low.
let me
Which
know
one should I
this.
say? I'll tell you both. They're really short. Here's the light low. Is that I'm out of like most of my food in my house. That's a low. Easy low. Here's the
deep low.
the deeper low.
The dip
It's
low?
just like the classic. I feel like one of us says this like every couple episodes. The classic like have the emotional meltdown, blah blah blah. It's more like a pregnancy one. I had one of those.
Lauren says this every few episodes.
Yeah, that's probably right. Except not pregnancy. Yeah, just had one of those classic things. You just gotta get it out.
Gotta have a meltdown sometimes.
Joey, do you
So-
have those?
Do you ever have an emotional meltdown?
No. Oh.
Good for you.
Just wondering.
I don't think I
Maybe
did
when I was like,
younger.
maybe when I was like 12,
Really?
because I was 12.
Puberty.
But like, no.
You're good.
Interesting. My high. Well, it might be that I went to the pool with Barrett a couple times. Oh, we went with Nick. Finally got to come. Not our brother, my husband. Well, my brother did too, actually.
Nick did really well
Both
with
of
him.
them, both Nicks with Barrett did so well. It was so awesome
Nick
to
go
see
in
Barrett
the
get in.
pool?
Yeah, no, he was swimming with him the entire time. Barrett did not want me in the pool. He wanted Nick. He was like, no, dad. I was like, okay, I'm not complaining.
Did you just get to float and take the?
I just got to chill. It was great, and he just like swam with him. Not really. Put him on his stomach, and then Barrett was kicking. So I was really excited that he was kicking. So we're working on just the beginning of swimming.
Water safety, very
So I'm really
important.
excited about that. So that was my high. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next little thing, which is 5 perspectives.
Five
where we just have a
pause.
quick question. It's like it's a shorter segment. Then we go to the
It's like a poll.
It's a live question. It's like a live poll. I ask it, and we all just answer.
It's
Ready?
like 5 perspectives
What's
on
the
something.
order here?
Any order.
It's a
you just jump
popcorn.
in. Here's the question.
What does a typical Friday night look like for you?
Oh.
Okay, I'll start then.
Oh my.
I usually am out doing something. I'm hanging out with someone. So either my friends and I are sitting on my couch, or I'm going out to like a social gathering. But I'm pretty much always booked and busy on Friday nights. I'm like going out, I'm hitting the town.
I feel like there's...
living life.
Sorry, I thought you had a long pause. Or maybe it wasn't that long.
It was.
It's long for us. Okay. I feel like there's 3 scenarios. Either I'm exhausted and I'm home, which is like 30% of the time. I'm just like, in for the night. Or a very common one that we used to do, but we've kind of fell off the schedule, was game night. Every Friday for months. It was so fun. Even when it snowed, we would trek through the snow to our friend's house. Game night!
Yeah, I haven't gotten invited to one of those in a while.
I know, sorry. Well, you're kind of a special little flavor that we throw in here and there. And then the other one that's like sometimes, because we'll do date nights on Fridays, but we also do them like other days of the week, so it's not really like a Friday thing. But it's one of those 3.
Okay, I have, I posted this, like, pic on my Instagram story once that was, like, 2 types of people. It's, like, you're either dead on Monday, and then by Friday you start feeling, like, really excited about the weekend, or you're super up on Monday, and then by the end of the week you're like, ugh. So I'm the up on Monday, and then, like,
Dead on Friday.
On Friday type, and so is Nick. So both of us on Friday.
You know what? Good. That's a good match.
Friday nights, yeah, it has worked.
Because if he was like, let's party,
I think
you'd
it's
be
just
like,
better to be up on Monday. You know,
It's
Monday.
very helpful.
Yeah.
Yes. So on Fridays, Nick and I are both dead. It's for relaxing. So every single Friday, we're just completely relaxing, having whatever we're gonna have for some like nice dinner that I made that hopefully is good. Most of the time it is. And we're just relaxing. We don't really plan stuff for Fridays most of the time because we're both exhausted. So it's the night to chill, and I love it. It's just the most chill night of the week for me. So that's what I do. What about you guys?
Or do you want to go, Jay?
I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
Pretty
What's a
much
teenager
every
do?
single Friday. Well, actually, just a quick question: when you guys were youngins, like, and you were like trying to hang out on Friday, would you like make these plans in advance?
No.
Like, would you ever like text like?
Joey, I used to
I feel like it's
drive
the day
because
of.
Usually, I'll have like work on a Friday, and then I'll come home and I'll go to the Y, and then I'll come back, and there'll just be like 3 of my friends in my room.
Really?
Like not like they're just there. I didn't
without
tell
an
them.
invite?
Nah, they're just
love
there.
that.
Well,
Ew, strange.
well,
man.
because I told them they're always valid, so they just
Wait, is like Nikki there and they're with Nick? Or no?
Nah, they'll just be like,
I
dude,
love
I remember one time I took a nap and I woke up and my friend's just sitting in my chair. He's like, oh, what's up? On a Friday, we'll
That's
probably just get
wild.
like 5, 6, 7 of the homies together and I don't know.
What do you guys do?
whatever.
What do you guys do? Oh, you shoot each other with the orb gun?
Oh, yeah, we actually had a game where we run around, everyone hides around the neighborhood and someone shoots you. Or we play basketball at Henry's house.
Do you and Nick hang out a lot together, or do you
Yeah.
have separate?
Yes.
Like in a friend
No,
group?
we all just hang out together.
You, Nick, and friends?
Wow, that's cute.
Are you and Nick best friends, would you say?
So hard work. You didn't used to be,
you guys
did
used
you?
to like
No, but that's kind of how it works.
Because Christian and Nick
Nick's
used to be
our
besties,
Nick's our
right?
brother right
Yeah.
above Joey.
But
by the way.
now he's out of the way.
Yeah, once he got out there.
Yeah.
Wow, love
Poor
it.
baby. Overlord. Just kidding. he needs some space to be
We love the
friends.
brotherly friends.
Oh, love it.
That's
I'm
amazing. Did you? You lost one, right?
I honestly, it's kind of sad thinking about it. I'm like,
It won't be that way forever.
No, I know. It really won't. So,
Cass is a social guy. Okay?
usually my
I
husband is
see.
working on Fridays for the past 2 years.
Same.
So well, before I had the babies, I would always like make plans, have someone over, do something. But now I just do bedtime with the babies because who is trying to get 2 twins packed up by themselves and go somewhere on a Friday when they need to go
Get
to
a
bed?
sitter.
And then just go somewhere by myself?
Yeah, I'll go
With
see
a
your
friend.
Kat,
Have a friend come over.
I was dreading this. I was like, no one can put my child to bed except for me. It will go horribly wrong. She has 2 grandmas that raised great children, so I finally
No, I do get sitters all
I
the time.
finally let
but-
one of them put them to bed and
Yeah.
leave, and I went out and it was great, but I was afraid of it. So I'm
No,
just saying.
I've done that before. That's not the
At
problem.
night?
I've had friends over to my house on a Friday night and we just like chill and watch a movie. It happens every once in a while. It's just hard because he gets home and it's like, time for dinner and it's kind of early but like also kind of late. So it's like kind of a weird time to have someone come over after work. It's just too short. Anyway, it's just a weird time.
No, I'm just saying,
I see.
have someone come watch them and just leave. and he can just come home and do
Yeah,
whatever.
I could do that. Okay. But I usually have my friends eat like on Saturdays is my day usually.
Yes.
So
I feel that.
yeah, but before I had the babies, I was popping on
She was
Fridays.
out on the town.
I always had plans.
Never you.
I never did not have plans on a Friday. Pretty much.
I'm proud of
I
you.
remember there would be like this one time a year where I'd be like, oh, I don't have plans on Friday. This is so weird. So anyway.
I love not having plans on Friday.
Oh,
Saturday
I love
is a day.
plans.
I take about 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon of Friday to lay in bed, if all goes well.
Yeah, Friday's like my day. It's my
Friday's
day.
fun.
Okay, so we're gonna go to our main topic, which is where we basically, it's kind of like Sister Spotlight,
On
and
Joey.
Joey's the
Plus me?
spotlight. Well, you are.
Joey's the
Never
sister
mind.
in the spotlight.
Retract that.
Basically. But yeah, but really it's 2 things. First, we're gonna ask him. Lisa's idea was ask him to tell us a few things that are cool with the teens, Gen Z. Basically, what do you like? What is Gen Z like?
What's cool right now, because I have never been less cool as far as like in touch with what's going on. Like I'm at the point in my life where teenagers do things or say things and I'm like, oh my gosh, what? I'm like, when you're young it's like duh, it's bleh. But now I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yo, what is
Who
it?
are you?
Okay,
what are you doing?
what are you looking for?
And whatever
Just
you want.
you tell me.
What comes to
you go
mind?
category by category. and then
Okay.
I'll
Maybe like
tell
a
you.
word?
What's cool? What do you think is cool with like clothing right now? What have you
Clothing?
noticed?
Or do you have hot takes?
Dude,
What's the
okay.
word on the street?
Okay. Okay. High schoolers versus like middle schoolers, because they're both Gen Z. The
Okay.
clothing difference is wild.
Really?
Really?
Bro, like I'll
Really?
be walking around like I hate going to the mall because I'll tell you why, but like I hate going to the mall because every time I walk around I'll just see like a bunch of middle school boys that are wearing like a backpack and their hat too high and have, like just doing
my
and they got a jersey on and they're doing way too much.
Sounds like
Put up and everything. It's yeah, I
It
know.
sounds like the
It's
early
really
2000s.
very strange.
Okay.
And then like once you get past like junior year high school boy, I mean they kind of just wear whatever.
I feel like they're a little preppy.
Like I feel like
short shorts, or like are we getting medium or longer yet?
medium. I mean
No one's wearing shorts
Here's
past
like-
their knees.
You
Once
know,
you-
when we were younger, it was past
Like-
your knees.
Baggy shorts.
like anyone that's like 16, 17, 18, like they don't really care. They just kind of wear clothing. You know? And then
So it's
there's-
like more
there's
laid
there's
back?
a few people that like
You know what
don't
though?
care,
I
but
always see
it's
the
not.
high school girls walking out with those long shirts on. That's it. I'm like, don't you want to wear like an outfit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't
It's
care.
just a shirt.
Like, but
You
like
can't see their shorts.
Will that
Yeah.
ever die?
That's the
The
style.
long shirt thing?
No.
That's
No.
never
It's been the
die.
style
No,
for
that
a
will never-
long
For
never-
time.
years and years.
I aged out. That never
we're
hit
in-
me luckily.
In
What?
No,
But
I
But
wear it every
clothes-
once in a while and I love
clothing is not my expertise with the,
That's
the
okay.
trends.
That's
Okay, what else should we ask?
Music? Is rap still cool?
Rap is
I know it doesn't
absolutely by far the
Is
most
rap still
popular
cool?
genre with the teens.
Okay.
It probably always
Probably
will be.
overall because like it just runs
It's
the
so
charts
rebellious.
And it feels like a rebellious.
I'm so cool. I listen to rap.
vibe.
Do the teens like
Yeah.
pop punk, or is that just us oldies? Because
No, the teens they won't tell you, but they secretly like pop.
Who do they like?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Like, are they like,
Green
oh my
Day,
gosh, Fallout Boy?
Blink-182.
I found this on my mom's greatest hits CD, whatever that
Well, like there's never like a teenage boy that doesn't like mess with Green Day, you know.
Do you
That
feel
kinda-
like you know a lot more? I don't know how you know this, but do you feel like you know a lot more things than kids
Yes.
your age because you have so many
Yes.
Older siblings.
Like,
Wait,
yeah.
yes,
like
way
they
more.
could not know like what a tape or a CD is, maybe possibly, and you
Okay,
could.
let's
Or
not
like
go
a
that far.
Walkman?
We still have
Have they ever owned that?
movies, Christina. People
Oh,
see that.
We still have movies.
Oh, it's only in
Oh my
movies. It's so
gosh.
weird.
What I'm saying, like they
That's
know what
so
that
Well,
is,
no,
but, like,
TV shows
but like
are big.
older bands and shows, like a lot of people won't know, but I will. It's
Okay.
new
Good
for
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Because I've seen all these
Right.
like TikToks where it's like a bunch of teens your age, and they'll be like, "Which songs do you know from 2000?" And they'll be
Yeah.
like, "What's this song?" I'm like, "Oh, I think Joey would know all those."
Escape, recreate a place is my own
No.
world.
Joey, do you
Oh,
know
yeah, I know that
what's
song.
fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, Joey knows a lot.
No,
A lot of
yeah,
kids
I know
do
that
not
song
What about-
like quite well.
I spread my wings and
Yes.
No, Dana, I love that song.
Yes,
Nick,
But that's-
I literally
Nick bumps that song.
saw Nick the other night. I let him into the pool, and then he comes in singing. He comes in quoting the lyrics. I'm gonna make a change, take a chance, and I'm laughing because I'm like, LOL.
Kelly Clarkson.
Because he literally, that's how he greets me.
Bro,
He
a couple
always
of my
quotes
boys
that.
be listening to Kelly, like you know.
Good. Kelly?
No shame.
She's
bro.
having a moment on TikTok for sure. Her covers from her show are going big.
Wait,
like
Oh.
does she sing on her?
she has a talk show where she
Doesn't
has
she like
karaoke.
sing with them? or something?
That's so
No.
fun.
Oh,
She covers popular songs.
Yeah,
Happier Than Ever covers going big.
She did Ariana Grande songs, and then Ariana Grande did hers in one thing. It was so cool. They sang each
fun.
other's songs.
Okay, let's go back.
It was I love Kelly
Yeah,
Clarkson.
alright.
I love her show.
Any other things for Joe before we get to the
Let's see.
questions?
Oh, lingo. What do
Lingo?
teens say?
What do you say? Oh, we can say a word. Like,
do
what do
they
you say for
say
this?
lit anymore?
No.
Probably
Oh
not.
my gosh.
Okay, like I'll say lit, but like as a joke.
Oh, it's
Like no one
it's
uses
cringy.
it actually. Like no
Okay.
One
So what would you say for like, oh, something's cool? Like, what's the word
What's
for
the
If you're
replacement
like
for lit?
awesome instead of awesome, what do you say? We're like, we're into this, and you're like,
That's tight.
tight?
Tight.
Oh, tight was
nice.
tight
When
was
we were young.
when I was like
Let's
middle
made the
school.
return.
Do
Tight.
people say that's sick?
Yeah.
That's what we say.
That's
Wait,
dope.
yeah.
Oh, dope is like a weird like 2010 thing. I kind of missed
Still,
that one.
people.
I
What
think
else
everyone
do
always said
people
that in
use?
our songwriting
They
sessions.
tried to make it happen. I was like, please.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's probably. I guess the.
People say
lingo.
stoked. I feel like I said that a lot as a teen.
They used to say that a lot.
Stoked.
I still am super stoked on text. I'm like, what?
I still hear like Michael say that. I'm like, old.
I mean, he isn't old now.
He's
33.
He's practically 60.
practically.
Yeah.
Okay, any other cool words that are like random or up and coming? What's on the radar?
Oh, what about for like hanging out? What do they say? Do you want to?
Do you say, do you want to kick it?
What do they say?
that's what they said when we were
They just say,
teens. You wanna
trying to
chill?
hang. What you doing? I'm pulling up.
Because his friends don't ask
Yo,
him.
I'm outside.
I'm sitting in your room while
Yeah,
you
his
sleep.
friends say, I'm in your
I'm
room.
watching you sleep. Yeah.
Dude, literally, like,
Oh,
hanging
they say pull
out.
up.
I don't know if you guys ever have this experience where, like, you call a friend or your friend calls you and you have, like, an 8-second conversation.
No.
Yes.
Oh, all the time.
This might
I'm
be
just
more
like,
of a
What's
boy
the
thing.
combo?
yo, you want to go to the Y? Yeah, alright, I'm on my way. That's it. Yo, you want to
No.
do this? Yeah, alright, bet.
You just live in
all
Well,
it
I think that's how men are,
They
though.
say
They don't
bet.
really speak as
Oh yeah.
much.
Oh, yeah,
But I'm just saying, in that context, you're just living in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
Chad can never do that. Hey, do you want to go somewhere right now? Bye. He's like, ah, what time? No, I'm doing something right now. Tomorrow at 6, I can do that. Like,
No, I wish if that's the case, they just go, nah, and I'm like, alright, cool.
okay,
You
so
know?
they just don't say all that.
And then you hit them up tomorrow. Yo, what's up?
Oh, okay, but
It's like that's
Also,
what you do
one
instead of texting when you
hilarious
do
thing
it.
is like I don't have any pictures like with any of my best friends
Why?
at all.
Joey, let's schedule a photo
Because
shoot.
we
you
live
need
in
pics.
we live in the moment. We just
for you.
live.
Are you say that's
not,
rebellion
like-
against our generation?
Oh, here's the
Or
question.
it's your generation?
No, we just don't even think about it. We're just like,
Okay.
oh, that was lit. We're not gonna take a picture.
Is
You just said lit, but was it ironic?
It was ironic.
because it's funny.
All right. Listen. What gives you clout these days? Is it still Instagram followers?
Or the
What's the
TikTok?
thing that's like, oh,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
what is
so
the
cool.
thing? That's a
You've
good
got
question.
this.
What is
the currency?
I don't think anyone really. I think it's like just athletes. You know.
What?
I don't know if anyone really cares
Some things
about.
like that
you
will
got a lot of
never
Instagram
die.
followers.
What about like
Did they ever
Snapchat
say that?
views?
No.
You
no
know
one
what
does
our
Snapchat
generation
views.
was? How many contacts are in
No,
your
because
phone?
if someone has a lot
How
of
many
people on
contacts do you
Snapchat,
have?
people will
Or
just
AIM.
people will just flip it
people.
on them and be like, "Pat, you're a no life on Snapchat." Like
Oh,
they'll
so
they'll
they're
flip that
jealous.
on you, bro.
What's your
So
snap
they're so
score, Joey?
impacted by the pressure they have to de-slam.
220,000.
Ah,
Not very high.
that's not that high.
That
So
is
low.
That is something
high.
I
Do you know how much?
never
Do you know how much Nick
I haven't
has?
even-
What's next?
What?
Take a guess. Let's go
A
down.
million.
A million.
Not quite.
500,000.
So he lives in
How do
his
you
phone?
view it, Joey? How do
No,
you see?
it's guys.
He lives on
He
his
has
Snapchat.
880,000. Okay, but in his defense, he made it 5 years ago.
So?
Well, you're just sending worthless pictures back and
Wait,
forth all
wait.
day.
Look, if we do a little bit of math.
Joey, how do you view this? How,
Go to your
it's
profile.
updating.
Okay, the worst though.
You gotta really walk me through step by step
800,000.
when it's updating.
The worst though is when in the olden times when it was acceptable to have Snapchat, because I'm old now, and you had a crush on Snapchat, like a guy, then you would check their snap score to see if they're snapping other people and not snapping you back.
I never thought
That
to do
is
that.
torture.
I never thought to
You're
do
like,
that.
why is their score going up but they're not answering me? Oh my gosh.
Yay, Joey,
Leave
I
me on
Being
red.
left on red.
Guys, that's only 400 score a day.
Joey,
You don't-
400?
That's not a lot.
Only.
So he clicked his phone.
Is that giving and
No.
receiving?
100
Every time you
times.
send a snap and receive one, you get 2 scores.
Joey,
Yeah, but he still had to click it.
Okay, but here's what people do. They'll open like 50 snaps and then send one picture to all of them.
Yes, that's a joke.
That's
what he
100
does.
scores.
Still type all those
That
things.
takes 30 seconds.
But
Good
I'm saying he
point.
still clicked his phone 400 times.
It's not that
That's
much.
a good point, but still.
It's not that much.
It's pretty simple.
Did you say what your
What
score
was you
is?
saying?
Mine is 33,000.
Oh, mine's way lower than that.
It
I
was
don't know.
Teenagers love Snapchat. They still
Yeah.
use it.
That's so
Snapchat,
wild that Snapchat
I
is still living.
think-
It was
Okay, I'm gonna
torture.
post
Snapchat and TikTok. I
Trying
think
to
are the
be a
most
cool teen.
used apps.
I'm on Snap now.
Guys, I have
I feel like
10,000.
Lisa. I feel like you. Would look at those, I feel like you would look at those like the stories.
I used to watch them all the time.
Oh, I used to love
I feel like
Snapchat.
Joey,
Look at them.
what's the font kids use? Do they use the bar across the screen?
Yeah,
Or?
that's what they do.
The class
That's all
regular?
it is.
I love it.
Okay,
Wow,
cool.
well
I'm gonna
times.
post it.
Trendy.
Wow, this camera looks
Yeah,
better than
Snapchat and
Instagram.
TikTok are probably the top 2 apps that the children.
And do the children not like Instagram anymore? Or like it's for old
It's
people?
just. No,
I feel
use
like
it.
okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Instagram is to Gen Z as Facebook is to millennials. We kind of use it, but we're not like it's not our main thing.
Well,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
here's the thing. Like you could have someone on Snapchat and like talk to, but like you don't you're not gonna be following them on Instagram. Like you don't really care if someone's following you. Like, I don't.
Interesting. See, I feel like for our generation, millennials, Instagram's the #1 thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Facebook's kind of in the background, but we all mainly have it, you know. Whereas I feel like Gen Z doesn't have Facebook as much. Do you have Facebook?
No?
Dude,
God,
no, it's not as much. No one has Facebook.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
you
I'm saying-
would have no one to
No, I'm
talk to on
saying
Facebook.
we have Facebook, but
Oh,
we don't
yeah,
use
yeah.
it as
No,
much.
but
And you guys
said
don't have
this
that at
and-
all.
Yeah, no, not at all.
They like died with your
But
generation.
they would never
I
have
think the
made
only
one.
thing I used Facebook for was to get like free rewards on Subway surfers.
Good for you.
What?
Free
Okay,
rewards.
guys,
It was
let's
like
get into
logging
the
into
Okay, let's
Facebook.
get into our
Yeah,
dating
wow.
questions.
Let's
Get
interview
into the
Joey.
questions. So, you guys gave us some questions on Instagram, Patreon. I'm going to start on Patreon. Shout out to the patrons. Love you guys. And he's going to answer them. And we asked for dating questions specifically.
Wait, I'm curious, Joey, do you have experience with dating?
Fast
Kinda.
stop.
Crushes?
Have you
Little
ever
bit.
been on a date?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know you
I remember Amy was like blowing up my phone. I was like, back why?
When
back
was
away.
I needed to know. I was like,
I think I left
wait,
you on
what are you
delivery. Not
doing?
gonna lie.
That's
It
fine.
was like
Okay.
a month ago.
Wait, you know, one closing statement from the last segment I want to say is Gen Z makes fun of millennials, but they also want to be us because why do they dress like Y2K? Not you, but like, why are you dressing like us and then being like, you're so lame? We made you.
What is
Anyway.
That's true.
That's a great question.
Y2K?
Like
Yeah.
mid 2000s clothing. You know, they have all the colors and the cutouts
It's like the
and the
year
trucker
2000.
hats.
And the
all
I
big
didn't know that
on
was-
Dutch. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I just saw a girl wearing those freaking like gas
You should
station
show the
glasses. Like
picture.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, no, stop.
Next question.
Okay.
First question. I don't know.
So, this is from Patreon. Susie, what would be your ideal first date?
I don't like that question because like, I think it's a different answer for different people. Like you
Oh.
couldn't take five people and have the same date and like it would one would be great, one would be aight. Like
You mean depending on like the personality?
yes, I think it'd be all like yeah.
Yeah, but what's a good standard thing to do when you're
Like if you're
for
going
the
out with
first
someone
time?
who's super social, then like
Oh,
you go out somewhere. So,
Wow.
but if you took someone super introverted out, they wouldn't like that and be boring.
Wow.
So
Hey,
I don't
emotionally
like-
Oh,
intelligent.
I don't like that question.
Anyway.
Wow,
So
you
you're
can
saying
tell,
it's too general?
can
Yes.
tell he has 6 sisters.
Joey tailors his outings.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, wait, let's
Which you
just put it
should.
this way. If it was an introvert, where'd you take them? If it was an extrovert, where'd you take
Yeah, just 2 general ideas.
Introvert, probably like get some food to go to like a park or something. I don't know.
Wow, that's
Somewhere
pretty
just-
smart.
Somewhere
them?
chill.
Picnic. Love it,
Okay.
Joe. Love
That's smart.
Yeah.
Where'd you take some more
Extrovert,
outgoing?
I mean, depends.
Does he go out
Uh,
with extroverts? My question.
could be
That's
like
my
a,
question. Hold
That's my
on.
next
Hold on.
question.
It's a great question. I don't know.
I feel like Joe's gonna be with an introvert.
I don't know. I think
That's
that
my
the
prediction.
extrovert one. That I don't know.
Okay, so here's a question. Are you drawn to girls who are more extroverted or more introverted? What kind of the energy?
And more
I
like
don't
you're a
know.
follower.
I don't really have any
Okay.
preference.
Oh, here's a question.
Oh.
If you come
We're
in
doing the
contact with a rather bossy woman, which I don't think bossy is a bad thing, do you feel like too much, or do you feel like, oh, I can vibe with this?
I can vibe with it.
Focus.
I will not be getting bossed around.
Okay.
It's like the team up.
Which she would
Yes.
like, I have to say, as the representative.
Of busting women everywhere.
Yeah, but she
you
wants
don't
you to have a
wanna walk all over
backbone.
There's
Unless she's
Yeah,
psycho.
no, I'm.
no, but there's some women that
Unless
just
she's
want to be in control.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the
Okay.
next. We're not doing the interview, guys. It's
yeah. Keep going.
How,
Well, technically, you are. but-
Susanna, how obvious do girls have to make it that we like you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Really obvious.
Okay.
Really?
You have to shoot your shot, dude, because most
You heard it
likely
here.
It will work.
So what would you say that would entail? Like what would
Because you could set so many hints and we'll have no idea. Dude, I remember like some girl on my swim team like 3 years ago. I like 2 years, like probably a year ago. I literally just popped him and I was like, "She liked me." What?
what did she do?
Yeah, what
I
did she do?
can't remember exactly what. She would always be like following me around and like always asking about like what I was doing and stuff.
And you
And
had
I had no idea.
What did you think? She just
And then I was just like, I was like, why does this girl keep walking up to me? But, and then I realized I was like, oh, duh.
But then, did you not have a crush on her? So you were kind of like, why is she following me? Or you're like,
Well, I wasn't like, oh, why is she following me? I was just like,
Confused.
Did you just feel neutrally towards her? Did you like her, dislike her, or neutral? Okay.
Okay, I posted on my story the other day, like, oh, you should, like, you know, shoot your shot kind of thing. And I got Christian shamed by someone that was like, the Lord said that you need to have a man ask you and you need to wait.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't
Okay.
think that's in the Bible.
Don't know that verse.
I don't think God was like on
I
dating.
don't fully disagree. Yeah, if you're a dude, shoot your shot as well. But if you don't know if the dude likes you or not, maybe he doesn't, but like he's like neutral, shoot your shot, and then you get into like.
Wow.
Ah, people
He's
get
not
it.
gonna shoot his shot if he has no idea who you are and you're not saying anything.
okay, this is a good one then. Here's a good one for that.
Same.
From Diamond, how do you deal with rejection?
How do you deal with rejection?
Yeah, like
You
say you
get
shot your shot and it just
They said no.
it did whatever airball
How do you
or whatever.
recover?
Well, what's the scenario here? Are you seeing a random person on the street walking up to them, or is it someone you've been
Probably
talking
someone
to?
you kind of like, and you're
Someone
like,
you've been
hey,
getting to
I'd
know.
like to be your boyfriend, or I want to go on a date, whatever. You put yourself.
And then
out
they were
there.
like, no.
You're like, I don't.
Okay, I think the thing people do too much is they wait way too long to ask someone out. Like, dude, you don't have to wait that.
Oh,
long,
so they
bro.
get too attached.
So
is
you're
what you're
saying-
saying.
And like the other person will just like they'll get bored of you because you're just waiting. Like, just move forward. But like, if you get rejected, bro, like you gotta realize like it's one person, bro. Like,
One person.
it's not the end of the world. Like,
That's me next time I get rejected.
Keep it going.
It's one person.
on to the
person,
next,
bro.
dude. Like, it's
On
not
to
that
the
big of a deal.
So Joey's from the Thank You Next school of thought.
Joey's
Yes.
Joey's part of the
Sure.
positive bounce back culture.
I love it. So we stand.
Okay.
Okay, I wonder if you have anything to say for this. Anthony, what's the best dating advice you've heard from your sisters?
Have we given you any?
Well, just overheard.
Yeah, that's what like, has he heard?
I don't know.
That's
I
fine.
don't know.
Okay.
I would say probably I can guarantee just having a lot of sisters is helping me a lot, but I don't know how or why.
They
I'm
just
sure it is. Oh wait, I gotta backpedal. I gotta backpedal real quick to the whole rejection thing. I don't know. Maybe hopefully someone doesn't ask this, but it's related. If someone walks up to you and like asks for your number or whatever, and you don't want to give it to them, don't give it to them.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
give them
Tell
the
them.
number, you're giving them false hope, and you're making it work. Like reject them, offer it, because they'll be like, dang, for like one day, and then they'll just move on with their
That's
life.
what I told Michael. I was like, to a woman, anything, not a woman, but to a lot of people, I guess. No, to a lot
Honestly,
of
to a
girls.
man too.
To a lot of girls, anything that's not a no is a yes. You're leading them on.
Yes.
So you
Yeah,
have to
because
say no.
You say
unless
no,
you
or
want
else
to keep going.
you're gonna keep leading them on, and then you're gonna if you have like
Yeah,
a
that's
It's just gonna be
I
a
guess
lot
a fear
harder.
of like okay, people are like, oh, it's being rude. No, you're being rude by saying yes, because
Because then
leading
you're
them
wasting
on.
their time.
They
You just
just
don't
it gets
realize it.
scary as a gal if you feel like the guy's gonna like get mad at you, which guys have been rude to me before when I've been like, which that's what they're scared of. It's like and they're like, what? I didn't mean it like that. And
Okay,
you're like,
but would you
"Oh."
rather have like let's say a random dude walks up, yo, can I get your number? You're like, no. Would you rather have him get mad for like 10 seconds and then just be like,
I have the guarantee
or
number.
like you lead this dude on and then he's like obsessed with you?
And then he has your number.
Because that guaranteed.
I agree with you, but I'm just
Guys,
saying.
no,
But I
the
see where you're
classic
coming
trick.
from, but you can't.
You say
no.
your number with the last digit wrong. So easy. Did you do that?
That's
I
a
did that
great
for like
one.
my
Re-
at home
or misspell if you want to go that way. misspell your name, okay? Because then they don't have any contact with you. Whatever you gotta do, say the wrong name. I don't
Typo.
care.
Okay, one time
Just
this
don't
girl
give it
was
to them.
really aggressively asking me to hang out, like as a friend at a gathering, like a Bible study thing, and I put my number in wrong because I was scared of her. So I've only done that one time. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I always tell people my name's Alicia. I don't know why. I just don't.
it's
like
similar to Lisa.
Or I say Samantha. Samantha or Alicia.
It's your alter
I don't know.
ego.
I just gave someone a fake name recently and I don't remember why. I don't
You
remember.
gave
Here's a good, interesting. Well, I don't know. It's interesting for Anthony again. How important are looks versus personality? I feel like I wanted to ask this because I think a lot of people watching have different views on this, and it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to hear what you
Okay, well here's the thing. Looks tend to draw people in. Personality keeps them together. So you can't just have, you can't just have looks. Because if you're a brick, that's what I'll say, your brain, if it's just a brick, then they're not going to want to stay with you. Let's just be real here. And if they are, I'm going to be honest, they're probably just using you.
Wait,
Okay?
does that mean dumb as a brick?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, personality is what gets you married. Alright? Looks is what gets you a date.
Every person has a good
I guess I have
personality, in my
personality.
opinion.
And I don't know, is
If
there
you're-
any dudes that watch this? Do you think?
Not like a
Probably
few.
like
Yeah, there's some. There's
It's
a few.
mostly girls.
No, there's who. Anthony, he's lots of great questions.
Marry the personality. I'm looking at you.
Great work, Joe.
Okay?
I think that applies for women watching too, though.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about because I'm a dude.
So
I'm
what
talking
he's
to
saying
dudes.
is, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't dumb yourself down. You know.
Yes.
That's
And
your
you
personality.
care
And
about their
don't
personality.
also this I guess this isn't related, but I don't care. Don't change your personality to like fit their needs.
Oh, Joey!
Be you, and if they like you, then you will have a way better time trying to be someone else. Okay?
Wow, Joey!
Have you
that's
seen
really
that?
Insightful.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
So you
what-
can I'll see people that are like with their significant other, and then they're a completely different person when they're not with them, and I'm like,
Whoa. That's
That's a
wild.
good
they're a
one.
lot more boring with them because they don't want to like say something wrong or
Oh, Joe, that's so tender that
yeah.
you noticed that.
yeah.
Joey's
Joey's
emotionally
an
intelligent.
I'm just
person,
keeping
yeah.
it a stack, all right.
He's sitting there noticing, you're like, oh, they're
That's
way different.
lingo.
That's
Moving on.
A stat.
yeah. What does that mean? What did you just
100?
say?
Keep it a stack, like keeping it real,
Okay.
keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
100%.
Hundreds of stacks, the same
Okay,
place.
it makes sense. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go to Instagram questions in a sec. Let's do like one more Patreon one. How about what Miranda? Wait, you want to say her name? You wanna say-
Miranda De La Rey Schermerhorn? I've seen that name
Kat
a lot.
loves to say what?
I don't love to say it, I just know it.
No, because last time I said, Kat said like Miranda De La Rey Schermerhorn. She said it really.
What? I didn't
Honestly,
say it.
No, she didn't. She said it like fancy. Okay, so what
Fancy.
values and personality traits do you look for before asking a girl on a date?
What values / personality traits?
Can you know?
Values?
Yeah, I don't know how you
Here's
know.
like, I don't think you can look for values before a first date, because good luck
Well,
with
I think
that.
they're
That's
assuming-
kind of some things you figure out after
No,
the
I
first
think
date.
they're assuming you know
Maybe
them
you
as a
met this
friend.
girl. And
Okay,
then
I guess.
I think
No.
they're saying you know them on some level, so what would make you want to date them? What values do you value? That's how I'm
and
What do you mean-
personality.
What do you mean, what values?
Okay,
like
What
what
do you
is
find
like, you know,
attractive?
character traits.
Some women are like, oh,
Okay,
if a
here's
man
my
has
thing.
Honesty,
dogs.
integrity.
Here's my thing. I always try to go for girls with brothers. Because no offense to everyone who doesn't have brothers, girls with brothers are so much better.
What?
He thinks
that.
it's better fit
Because
for him.
Most of the time, they go their whole lives like getting bullied by their brothers, so they're very hilarious a lot of times.
Oh my gosh.
Joey connects
Are you
with their
saying
humor
older
more
brothers?
personally.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily though. They don't have to be an older brother, but
They're
like
good
just
boys.
brothers in general.
He likes that dynamic of a girl who's been around her brothers a lot.
You like the playful?
Because
That's
they
a thing.
usually have way better personalities. I'm just being.
Wow.
Well,
That's
don't,
for his
okay,
taste.
don't write off the girls.
I'm not writing them off.
They're
but
cool.
He just
I just said that's like.
You noticed a trend.
Okay.
Yes.
We all have noticed our preferences that are like trends,
That's
and we
true.
all had trends that we know.
You know,
Very strong
I could
trends.
come on this podcast and lie to everyone.
It doesn't matter.
No.
I'm just being real.
I think it makes sense.
Okay, so but what values though?
The values, bro. I don't know how to answer that question.
I feel like that's too deep.
Yeah, I
You
don't-
didn't know. Like,
I don't know.
they're full of integrity. I feel like. a
Well,
little
okay,
bit.
I'll give an example. For me, when I was dating, I really liked a man that had a strong backbone. Like, he had strong beliefs. He was very, like, sure of them and didn't, like, go with the crowd. He just was like, no, this is who I am and I'm not changing.
Max is definitely like, this.
He has the
this.
backbone.
Max has a very strong
Iron.
backbone.
Yes. So
That's
Like I was looking for like
Does he have
integrity.
mustache?
You know, I don't think I really
yeah,
like.
same person.
I don't think I
bites
really like
humans.
paid attention too much. Not that I like don't have like I probably
Okay. You probably, you
I
have
probably
time to think about it.
subconsciously do have
But that's a lot
preferences
for, like,
that,
a first
but I
date.
don't know them
Oh.
Yeah,
at
that's
this
fine.
moment.
So when you think about it, you're
'Cause
not. Nothing
I'm
comes to
kinda
mind of
young.
like, oh, I really respect when a girl has that type of thing. Or like, oh, that's like a really admirable trait. I don't know.
Hey, if he doesn't have an answer, he
I
doesn't.
don't have an
No,
answer.
I'm just
for that.
okay. I'm just
I'm
fishing.
not saying I don't have. Okay,
You just
I'm
haven't
not saying I
thought
don't have an answer, but I don't have an answer. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you're
get
cool.
you.
I have an answer. I just don't know what it is.
Okay.
You probably have things you just you never like named them.
Okay, so let's go to Instagram. So this is what? It's from Sarah. What would you do if your crush keeps looking at you but doesn't like you?
What?
What does that mean?
Sounds like they're
they
leading
keep,
you
like,
on.
It sounds like
What?
they want,
Like
they
they-
want attention from you.
Oh!
They don't like you, but they
That's a
want
thing.
attention from you.
Ooh.
So you just gotta
My
back
guess
away.
would be that they have someone that they like in the room and they're trying to make them jealous.
Oh. So
Ugh.
I'm just imagining a
Joey's
scenario right now
psychological.
where you have like person who
Yeah.
this is the person who their crush is looking at them but they don't like them, and then the crush has someone that they do like is over here and they're just like, oh my gosh, they're looking at each
Wow,
other.
I wouldn't want to be in the room with Joey if I was trying to like not let someone know who my crush was because he will know.
Joey knows everything.
Oh, I can.
He
I
will
can
know.
easily
Are you
read
the
when
one in your
someone
friend
likes
group
someone.
that like you can tell right away when
Yes.
someone likes
and
someone?
they'll
You're
deny it, and then like 3 weeks later they're like,
And you're
Do
like,
you
I can
give
do
the
it.
bros relationship advice?
yes.
So your birth order, younger brother brothers, which you're like a super younger brothers, is the most
Most
observant
observant.
of
Yes.
all the birth orders, according to
Birth
this
orders,
great
Oh my gosh.
great
Chad
book
would
we
be
read.
we say it there and he goes, "Why are you anxious?" I'm like, "How do you know that?"
Yeah, I
always
can. I
knows.
can
He's
always.
like, your
I
eye
can
twitched
always
a
read what's
millimeter.
going on, bro.
You're
Wow.
reading the
So
room.
funny.
Good for you.
Okay, here's from LoveSim_C. Thanks for the name, LoveSim. Why are boys so brutal?
Which you already illustrated.
Dude,
like 3
okay,
times.
I'm gonna say this: girls are more brutal than dudes.
What?
Okay,
They're
actually,
more
in
sneaky brutal.
certain categories, like when they're talking about a dude, bro,
Oh.
versus when guys are talking about a girl, bro, it's so much different.
Wait, you think girls
Dude,
are
I was at this like graduation party like not too long ago, and I just heard these girls talking about this guy, and they're like, he's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I hate it. I was like, yo, I was like, do you even know this guy? They're like, nah. I was like,
Oh.
what?
Joey, you stand up for the masses.
Yeah,
good, for you.
I mean, I wasn't. I was just like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but you definitely. Do you even know this guy? That's pretty bold, Joe.
Well, would you say that was some values that were displayed that you were like,
Oh, that was
into
kind of
that?
like. That was ick.
Yeah, I gave you the ick.
So not rude jerks.
that's good.
Yeah, because.
No one likes a rude jerk.
But I
I
didn't like. I wasn't mad at them because like they probably got something going on and they're just tearing someone down, feel better about themselves and whatnot. Because that's
Wow,
usually
Joey.
that's usually how it goes. Hashtag don't take it personally 101.
Oh,
Love it.
wow.
Usually they're.
Wow, guys, who knew Joe gives such good
Someone-
Yeah, Joe's such a
Joey's
sage.
a
Someone's
oracle.
It's a
mad.
fountain of wisdom.
This is the wisdom that they need to hear. When someone's mad, like 90% of the time, they're probably not mad at you. They're just mad at something. They're just like.
They're taking it out on you.
Yes.
That's
Ooh,
so.
Joey, you're
Joey.
so wow.
Snaps for Joey. Oracle.
Okay, I am _YAG. Why do guys ghost?
I wanted to hear your pov on this.
Yeah.
I personally don't, but actually,
Standing
that's why I
ovation.
did that once, but I feel bad. Never mind, continue.
Wait,
but
wait.
I don't usually anymore, alright? But guys ghost because they're just like, they want to end whatever's going on, but they're like too scared to actually be a man. And
So you
Tell them
say I don't like you anymore. What do you say?
Yeah, what do you say?
I actually am kind of pro ghosting.
Okay, well, what's the situation here? Are you have you been going out or you just been like texting?
I don't know. When do you end things?
I
when
think-
would you
Well,
not
okay,
ghost
well-
someone? Give us the situation.
Like when you're just texting someone, ghosting them. That's what guys will do, and they're just like, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay.
Because they're not just gonna text
Would
me.
you
I don't
say
want to talk to you
say
anymore.
I don't want to talk to you. What do you say?
I mean, I would probably just slowly stop texting someone. I wouldn't just like.
That's a little
ghost.
bit. Okay, so is that not?
But if you are
No,
going,
it's
if
not.
you're going
It's like
out with
winding
someone,
it
dude,
down.
No.
don't ghost them because that's whack.
Okay.
Well, you just said you
Because
don't
then
want to
it's
say.
like when you ghost someone, you leave them with so many questions.
Yeah.
And then it's just like eats away at them. Just
It
be
sounds
straight
like
up. Meet up with
you
them.
value
Tell them what's
honesty.
up. Yes.
You
This
want
is why
someone
Joey and I are similar.
You don't
Most
ever leave
relationships.
anyone in wonder. That's
Go
my
fight
advice.
on.
You want someone straightforward. I'm saying.
That's why a lot of people don't get over people because they are left in wonder of what they did.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to
just
get
gotta-
over someone when you have like real
You got-
closure.
yes.
So if you meet a girl and you can see that she's really like speaking the truth and she's more like blunt or like brave about things than others, would that be a value? You're like, oh, that's kind of good.
I guess.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like he values
Hey,
honesty.
that's my advice. If you're gonna end it with someone, like let's say you're hanging out with them, not just texting, like meet up with them, be straight up, tell them everything, and then they will be totally fine.
In a nice way.
In like a few weeks, they'll be fine. They're not just gonna be tripping over you for months and months and months.
Joe, are you sure?
You don't really don't know that.
Guys,
I-
has that ever happened to you?
Yes, I took like 4 years to get over
Okay,
a guy
actually,
that I
never mind.
talked
Let me
to for,
retract
like,
that.
a
This is
year.
only for the dudes. Because
Yeah.
I can't say that the same.
I've never had someone do that. I feel like people just ghost
but
you, and then you wonder.
imagine if someone like they told you exactly
I think
the
that
truth.
would be refreshing.
No,
I have
that-
had that,
I
and I
get it.
appreciate it so much.
No,
Exactly.
it happened to me.
appreciate
Like my last thing ended by this guy and I had a real conversation. He knew exactly why I wasn't gonna move forward, exactly what was gonna work out. I got to like tell him how I like appreciate all these things, and I had a really nice conversation. And then I didn't even cry about it. Like it was totally
Exactly.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
that's a really good
In my
point.
single days, I would have sat there and been like, "Wow, now I know exactly why I'm unlovable."
Take notes.
Wait, I have to
That's how you
say,
do that.
when this-
Okay, I
I
guess
think
for not for Lisa, but for everyone else. Wait, so someone did that to you? You're still like.
No one did that to me.
You just-
but I-
That's what I just told. I said if someone like told you exactly what's up,
That's a
I
good
would you-
point.
would you still be like, but like in like a month, would you still be like, what did I do wrong? Why?
No, I wouldn't be like, what I do wrong, but I'd be like, I know exactly what I
No,
did.
but Joe, I think you're right because this did happen to me. I can think of twice where he did explain things to me. We did talk about it. It was prompted by me, but it did happen. We talked about it, and I wasn't hung up on him anymore.
Exactly.
And I was hung up on him before then.
Yes,
I think you're
same.
right. I think you're right
same.
that ghosting makes it go on longer, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
like,
I don't
that
really want
sucks.
the
Or in my situation when I was ghosted and I said like, hey, why did we stop talking? And then he said, because I got a new camera.
Hell,
And I've been playing around with the settings.
oh my bad.
he
I fell asleep. Guys, if anyone ever says I fell asleep at 4 p.m., they didn't fall asleep.
No, but
Or
this
my
has
phone
been
died.
like for like a
Their
month.
phone is not dead. It's
Joey, he
100%
ghosted her for a
right now.
month and said he got a new camera.
For a month. Like I was saying.
Yeah, he was just with the camera.
All over.
Really didn't think of that one.
I'm crying because it's so funny. And
You know what could be interesting?
Ridiculous.
That's a great excuse. I was just playing
If
with
we,
my camera. No, he's straight.
maybe in an episode we
Oh my
could
gosh.
go through our dating past stuff, like stories and stuff like that, with Joey.
Yes!
And get his reaction to things like that.
Oh,
That could be interesting. Rate our break. What do you think of this? Yeah, that could be interesting.
Okay, I think he did say he was
Let
going
us
to
know,
Europe
guys.
that summer and he was preparing for the trip too, but I'm like, you're not literally sitting there
No
packing
one
and playing with your camera
prepares for a
all day.
trip
You've never
all
touched
day
your
unless they're
phone.
leaving. the
no,
next
see,
day.
that's
Also-
not going to give you closure,
Oh,
but
okay,
he
another
said,
thing about like, okay, when you're breaking up with someone or ending with someone, don't say, oh, we can be friends. No, you can't. You can't be friends because that person that you're breaking up with, they're still madly in love with you, most likely. So if you be friends with them, you're just gonna make them like that last longer.
true.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I would recommend that you delete their number,
I
you
feel like
unadd them on
recommend-
Snapchat, and you tell them that like I'm gonna stop talking to you, okay?
Oh my gosh.
And you move on
Joey
with
and I
your
are the
life.
same.
That's what I did.
Joey,
with
are
this
you
guy.
the
It worked
person
so
that
well.
you would throw away anything they gave you? Because I did that every time. I would have like a box of stuff and I would just throw it away.
Yeah, why would
Be
you?
like
why would
physically
you-
get rid of everything.
I
People
deleted
keep
every
stuff.
shred
Well,
of
okay, if
evidence.
someone gave me like
concert
someone gave me like a
tickets,
dope
card.
hoodie, I'm not throwing it away because it's dope.
Oh, I actually did that. I had a really
Okay,
nice
or
hoodie
like
from
if they
someone.
showed me a cool
I
song,
was like, I
I'm
gotta
still
get rid
gonna
of
listen to the song.
Really? Oh, I
'Cause
wouldn't.
I don't
can't.
let it affect me like that.
Oh,
Good for
yeah,
you,
no.
G.
Do your friends have a lot of like, your guy friends have a lot of like girl drama they talk to you about, or talk about it all, or they not really talk about
Oh
it?
no, I know all of it. I'm the guy.
They're
Who's
like,
the guy?
hey Joey, this happened. She just said this. What does
Oh
this
yeah,
mean?
no, literally.
Are they like,
He'll
what does
remain
this mean?
nameless, but my friend, he tells me literally everything, play by play, which is great. And then I'll tell him. What would it?
And
go
then
back
Joey's
and
like,
forth.
it's just one. It's just, what'd you say? It was just
It's just one
Just
girl.
one person. Here's a question. If one of your friends, this is my own question, one of your friends is being a jerk, do you tell him like, hey, don't treat her like that? I feel like you can tell like there's a nice girl, like maybe you can tell that.
if I know that he
Would
actually,
you call him out?
if he actually like really liked this girl and he was doing that, I'd be like, what are you doing? You're an idiot. Why are you doing that? But I mean, I don't know.
Like if he's being rude, are you gonna call him out and be like, don't be rude?
What's the
Like maybe he
context
doesn't
here?
like the girl, he's just being rude to a girl who's nice.
Well, I feel like your friends
Would you call
most
it out?
wouldn't be rude.
That wouldn't happen, but if it did, yeah, I'd be like, why? You're doing too
I
much.
think your friends are pretty nice. I don't know. That's the
Yeah,
vibe.
I don't
That's what I would
they
think.
I don't think they would do that.
Okay, so let's do like one more question. Okay. Last one before we do Sister Spotlight. How about okay, that's interesting. From Chelsea. Hananiah. 24. Okay. What comes across as annoying to guys that girls normally wouldn't think of?
I wanted to get her Joey's pop on that because I thought it was an interesting question.
Interesting question. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it doesn't have to be the normal I wouldn't think of. You could just list some things that are annoying, whether or not you
depends.
think.
Or like things that are working
here's the thing,
against
if
girls.
I really like someone, nothing is annoying. No offense to everyone out there if you're being annoying.
But you already said the one thing, like tearing down someone. It sounds like you were like, what the heck? That wasn't very appealing.
Yeah,
Okay,
gossiping?
yeah, when people are like trying to do too much and like unnecessarily, I guess, I don't even know what the word is, like someone was like putting someone down in front of me just to do that, I'd be like, okay,
Yikes.
it's a little strange, but I don't know.
What else is annoying? Anything
I don't
else?
know. What? Okay, could you like name some things?
Like if a
And I'll tell
girl
you.
likes a guy,
We'll play annoying or not.
like okay,
Okay.
if she's
Real
trying
quick.
to get his attention or your attention or something, what would come across poorly?
Okay, in real life
Yeah.
or okay.
Or internet too.
Uh-huh.
That's a new frontier.
Oh, it's so
That's a
weird to
good
think that it's like,
question.
I feel like there's
Like if she
so
snaps
much-
you multiple times in a row
Oh,
without you
okay.
answering.
I personally don't have a problem with like double snapping. I think it's weird how people.
What
are like,
about four times?
You double snapped. You're desperate. I'm like, what? But like,
For you.
I think that's weird.
Joy's a
And
chill
also
guy.
when people are like, oh, he left me undelivered for an hour, so I'm gonna wait an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I used to
dude,
do that with
I open stuff as I see it. I don't care how long.
Good for you.
That's
Because I think it's
That shows-
stupid.
Joy's
And,
the
That reminds me of Nick so much.
and I think the more I get older, people are less they're doing that because the younger.
Yeah.
I think that's.
That's
It's like
true.
an insecurity
Because if you're
thing.
playing like this game the whole time, then it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
to
dude,
keep it up.
don't play games because it's just gonna turn to a toxic relationship if you don't want that.
Or it fizzles out whenever you stop.
Okay, it's annoying when you play games. That's the answer to the question.
Joy, I have a question.
Be straight up.
Do girls, don't tell the story because it's gruesome, but do girls ask you about your scar a lot? Show the camera, turn to the side.
Which way am I?
Right there,
I
it's
forgot
right
what
there.
it was.
Yeah,
It's
he
like-
has a scar right
It's like
there.
a major scar.
What's your scar?
Do they ask you and do you tell them the story?
No, actually, no. Maybe
I just seen
maybe
it from
once,
this
and I'm
side,
like,
like,
oh yeah,
what?
I was on a scooter. Yeah.
Oh.
Do they ask about your fingers?
Yeah.
That's
Tell
a good
them.
question.
I get like I don't get
They all
weirded out. I don't get weirded out at all, like I used to. But I'm like, that's completely like if I had, I guess, normal hands, and I saw someone with my hands, I would probably be very curious myself. So
Yeah.
I just
What do they say?
Oh, they're just like, oh.
Or what do you say? What's your answer? Do you say
Oh, you know, normally I just beat them with a punch. I'm like, I'm sure you're wondering, and they're like, yeah.
Because you can see people going like this.
You like see them?
They're like looking at your hands.
Yeah, so I'm like,
happened
oh,
to me, yeah.
it's called brachydactyly. And they're like, okay, cool. And then that's about it.
Oh.
No one really cares.
Do you feel like girls have good reactions to it usually?
Yeah, no, I mean, most of them think it's cool. But
cool.
they don't
Like,
really,
wow, it's so cool.
no one really cares.
I feel like most people are like, oh, that's really cool.
So unique.
You're so unique.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks, Joe. That was definitely
That was a great time.
more
Oh,
impressive. Joe.
Joey's giving Lauren a run for her.
That's so deep.
The wisdom.
I know.
Joey, I would just like to thank you for being an upstanding man in this world.
Yeah. We need more of
Yeah, I
those.
think
We'll have to have you
too
back
many
on the
people
show.
lie nowadays, and they're not real. So.
They're not truthful.
Uh,
Wow.
Values authenticity. I
Stick
think
it
that-
to
Joey's kind of like a
Patriarchy.
less dramatic, less artsy fartsy John Green movie. People, to these days, too many people lie.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
sorry, he's a character. He doesn't even know it. He's a John Green character.
Good.
To me.
I love it.
Okay,
He
so
speaks in these quotes.
that was that. Tell
Cool.
us what you guys thought of that, and let us know. By the way, still have one more segment. Don't leave yet. But I'm just saying.
Should bring Joey back.
Yeah,
for
let
part
us
two.
know if you like, I have a great idea for an episode with Joey. This. I feel like Joey enjoyed this. I'm just guessing, but I'm getting the vibe
I'd do it
that he
again.
did. I knew it.
Wow. I
So-
feel like I really got to know Joey better. This
I
is
know.
Me too.
We don't get to have these
Fun.
talks. Every time we try to talk, Joey runs away.
Now I'm on the spot, so I can't run. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you said we
You
got
gotta
one more
travel more
segment? What is that?
Yeah, it's Sister Spotlight. So
just gave it away.
I'll tell you, Sister Spotlight. Each week, a different sister gets a spotlight on her, and she has her own little segment. There's Get Real with Christina, Stab Your Sass with Kath, Lisa's Corner, Amy's Current Crisis, and Lauren's Take. And this week, the sister with the spotlight on her is Lisa's Corner.
Are you shocked?
Okay. It's where Lisa tells us normally something weird.
Well, okay. So
That she's
I'm
done in her
nervous.
past.
I'm very nervous because I've never done this.
You heard it.
Joey.
Sure you got
Yeah, you're right. Okay. And also, I didn't know I was doing this today. Spoiler alert. That happens all the time. Where I play it during the episode. You're welcome.
Hey, I like that though.
Thank you.
Spontaneous.
I thought of a story. I've told this on YouTube in our reading our journals thing, but I'll give
long
it
time
more
ago.
context.
That was years and
This
years
was
ago.
2014 or
Oh
something.
my gosh.
So a lot of you haven't heard it.
I bet most of them haven't been around.
Yeah, okay. Let me think of the context of it. Alright, so I was 14. The year was.
Already laughing.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It's 14.
I'm just thinking of Lisa.
The year. No, I wasn't 14. I must have been 15.
Were you wearing
The
a
year-
brace?
Stop! No, that was. This is post back brace, post braces. Nope. Maybe you still had braces, whatever. Listen, okay.
She
Here's
had a lot of
It was like
I went to college in 2007. I was 14. It was community college. I had a scoliosis brace, so I'd have to sit down like this, if you can see this. This awkward, I was so embarrassed. Everyone's gonna think I'm some freak getting into a
It's
chair.
under your
It's under
sweatshirt.
a sweatshirt, even in May when it was so hot, because you don't really walk around with a brace on. And I didn't think to put a big t-shirt or something, so I always wore sweatshirts.
Good stick.
Those weren't really the style, were they?
No.
Oversized tees weren't really
No.
it.
It was also really cold in
This
those
was
classrooms,
this
but-
was the time of tight, super short-sleeved t-shirts in your armpits,
Oh, I
super
hated
tight.
it.
There was no
Hated it.
baggy t-shirt. Miss me with that. Anyway, so I was in college, and that was 2007. The next year, or maybe 2008, maybe the next year, 2009, I got all that off, and I felt like I was blossoming. I learned how to curl my hair. I think I got my braces off. And I was just I'm getting really cute. And I would even wear this outfit, I remember, where I had black shorts and a black tank. It looked like all one piece, like a romper. I was like, I just really felt like I was coming alive. So, in my time at college, I had a crush on everyone. So many people. I would make up names for them because I didn't know who they
we
were.
had code names.
Yeah. And I knew some of their
I will
class
say one of them was
schedules.
long legs, but that wasn't.
That was-
that was just a nickname. That was my crush.
We said that was your future husband because he was tall. That was it. And she
That
was
was
tall.
it.
Anyway,
Wow.
I knew some of their class schedules, he's gonna be in this building at this time, I better go wait outside.
Joey, you love that?
Christina, you had a class with the older brother, right? What class did you take?
Econ.
Oh my gosh, economics. So she had a class,
Macro, maybe?
whatever, with the older brother.
I don't remember one thing
And
from that class.
I was like, oh my gosh, this man, not what is the pinnacle. I've never seen someone so gorgeous. Wow.
He was a good looking.
He was really, really.
I wouldn't say he's the pinnacle, but I would say
No.
he's
He
good
looks.
looking.
I think he looked like a.
He was
like a boy band kind
Okay,
of
but
guy. Like a
yeah.
I
musician.
bet,
like a
if you
celebrity.
looked at a picture of him right now, you'd be like,
No,
No,
he's
a picture
really
of him
good
from
looking.
back then.
He was
when
kinda
a kid,
short,
was like,
though,
well,
so he's not everyone's
whatever.
type, that's
A
what I'm
short
saying.
king.
I like short
I could
kings.
totally get down with a short
Okay,
king.
but in real life,
Alright.
very, very attractive.
Okay.
So back then, I thought he was the most gorgeous creature ever, and that says a lot because there was a lot of boys at the school that I felt were worth the time to follow around. This one was the peak. Another small piece of context was we I'm pretty sure we like found out where he lived through someone, and we would like.
One of your friends lived in
He
Zara.
lived actually near us.
I
like,
believe
pretty
he
close
lived
to
in a
us.
gated community. I don't know if we ever got in. We'd have to like wait for a car to go in. So we tried to
This is
find his
horrifying.
name,
Because
but
we
it's a
had
common last
because
name.
I knew someone.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
I knew his neighbor.
So we'd try to call him on the call box and see if he would answer, and then we'd be like, hello? We'd be like, and like hang up. So anyway, there was a lot of things that led up to us following him around, seeing him on the freeway one time and just shrieking like, oh my gosh, he's in the car next to me.
Yeah, what?
So wild.
I feel
And
like we
then,
ran into them like a lot.
because
Is this like a
we were
normal girl
attracting
thing,
them with
dude?
our minds. So
Teenage girls, I would say.
They like.
I was
Teenage girl stop.
15.
She was very.
I was 15.
You know this
So
website called
Maybe
All
doing-
Women Stop.
Wait,
what?
how old is this man though?
He was maybe 18, 19.
He was my. No, he's a little younger than me, 1 year younger than me.
Something like that. He was
18.
17.
Oh.
He was like 3 years older than
No,
you.
I think he was 17. I think he's only 2 years older than you.
Okay, anyway. I didn't ever talk to him, right? Didn't know him, nothing. But
Nothing.
one day at school, I think this happened because I was following someone else into their class. So I was like, consequently,
Wait, were you in the class?
No, listen. I went into the building and it was this is what it was. I had a PE class that's required. You have to take some kind of PE class throughout your time there for like one semester. So I was taking a hip hop dance class. It's very good. It's really good.
I was in it too. It was wild.
I did
And
weightlifting. I remember this.
so I was gonna be late to that, but I'm like, whatever, it's PE. So I was waiting in the building for someone else, and then I didn't see them. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm finally gonna make my way to my class. The streets are empty, the halls, the outdoor pathways, because everyone's in class. So I'm just walking, like, oh, whatever. And then I see a car pull up that I've never seen. I've never seen a lot of cars there. And the door opens, and the boy is getting out. And I was like, it's just us on the campus. And I'm like walking, and he's walking past the building of my class. I was like, it's Josh. We're like, and you didn't even towards each other.
You have to follow it.
I didn't, this was such kismet. So I'm like walking, and then we get really close, and he's like going past me, and I'm going to this building, and I remember it so vividly because I just painted it into my brain forever. And like one hand on his backpack, and he's like, hey, and I was like, hey, I did not think he was going to talk to me. I remember he passed me and I went, I was shocked. I was so shocked. And I ran to the building and like, as soon as he was outside, I was like having like a conniption fit, like freaking out, like physically jumping in the hallway. Finally, went up the steps, calmed down, went to my class, and we were doing something of like the history of hip hop. I don't know, we had to like write notes. So I took out my notebook and just started writing like 12:53 p.m. This is the date. Blah blah. I'm wearing this. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Blah, blah, blah. So and so just said hi to me. I literally wrote like It was so wild.
Can I tell you what you're gonna get mad at? So just preface, I remember that journal entry from your journal, like
From reading it.
I literally remember it.
What did you think?
I was like, wow, this is cool. I was like, this is juicy. Wow, this is cool. I was like, who said hi to her?
Wait, guys, I was gonna say.
I was like, who's gonna say hi to me?
Wait, I was gonna say the reason that I'm laughing so hard is because all these memories are flooding back to me. Lisa and I are in like all the same classes, and
You weren't in this class with me. This is the second time I took it.
you should do
I
that.
took it twice. Remember that really tall guy that creeped me out?
Yes.
Always EJ.
Wait,
Oh,
why'd you
yeah.
take it out twice?
I don't remember. I had
Well,
to like,
okay,
fill a time.
But I just want to say there's so many memories of me and Lisa at school. And me being this like, hey, like we have the same schedule. Hey, we should probably go to, world music or whatever. And Lisa's like, I'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
And, I was like, and she would be like leaning against a building and I was like, and I remember I started putting it together that she was like waiting for some boy, probably that one. And I just remember and she'd be like,
And look, it's like this.
Bro, I
was-
thought people would always say, I'll catch up to you in like movies.
I don't know. I did not say that. Whatever. Listen,
Okay, yeah.
to end my story, this I believe was the extent of our interactions. I think because I wrote it down. I think
Didn't you
one-
write in huge letters?
Oh
Did you
yeah.
write?
No, I don't know. I wrote it in tiny words in the middle of the page with all the space around it. Like it was so incredible. This was the extent of our interactions.
Do you
beside, I
still
think-
have that journal?
Yeah. One other time he smiled at me, that was it. But it was such a saga of building up to it. That was it. Hey, and then
Bro,
Wait, that's the
and a
most you ever-
smile had you like absolutely.
That's the most you ever talked to?
I had
Bro,
psychological problems. Okay,
But
psychological.
I feel like that's
issues.
semi-normal though with girls though. Like they'd
A
be
lot of
like,
people have psychological.
like, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's your hormones are flooding. You don't know what to do. You're just in shock.
You know what? Like 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know, years later, there was a moment, maybe it was a year or 2 later, 2009. I was with Michael and his friends, my older brother, and it almost happened, but it didn't happen. They were like, hey, call, what's his name? Let's see if he wants to hang out. I was like, if I hang out
I
in the
would have-
same vicinity as him, Lisa will die.
I would have never.
And I was
forgiven
like,
you.
oh, what? Why?
Never move on. I would say Christina's the reason my life is horrible.
I was like, if I think Lisa will die, they don't know what he's like.
No,
I can tell.
I want to hear from you.
It didn't happen.
No.
He didn't answer
It's
the phone.
better this way. It's
He
better
didn't answer
this
the
way.
phone.
You know what?
Good.
Good thing you didn't answer the phone.
Yeah,
We
don't
don't want
need
to
that
rip
negativity.
apart sisters.
Well, I didn't have a crush on him. I had a crush on his older brother.
I know, but I can't share any. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it almost happened and it didn't
Share
happen.
when the
All
only
I was
interaction,
saying there,
the
all
only
the
interaction you had was
needs to go to me or Noah. That's it. It's like I'd rather he be alone than with someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't care about his happiness.
I agree.
All right, guys.
I know him like that.
Let's
taking a
wrap
dark
this up.
turn.
So, if you want to see all the episodes of the Cimorelli podcast,
Oh
you
wait,
gotta join our Patreon
go back and watch the video of us reading our journals, diaries,
on
whatever.
our main
You can hear the full entry.
main
in it.
channel.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, you
good.
should. It's a
Amy
very
Ra-
interesting one.
Look, I had a boring life.
If you want to support us, join the Patreon, or if you're just like, I really don't care about supporting you, but I really want to see the podcast, then that works too. And we put out content. There's like videos every Monday, and there are podcast episodes on Wednesday. So hello. What?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
What aren't the videos just Monday?
Oh yeah. Me.
Should we do?
Dear reader.
We do patrons of the week on there too.
Dear
It was
Amy.
Amy.
You get
Hey,
shout outs.
Amy.
That's so funny. Dear reader. Dear
I
reader.
will say I didn't read anybody else's journal.
But you
just
read
Lisa.
mine.
Because
Did you
Lisa
read
was
that
the
thing?
pinnacle.
Did you read
Lisa
all
was the
of it?
pinnacle.
Did you just keep up every week with all the entries?
No, I only did it a few times because I felt really guilty after. So I was like, if Lisa knew, I would be dead.
Yeah,
I would be absolutely strung out
When did you
dead.
confess?
Because Lisa, you were never home.
Oh, just
You
now.
guys used to all go out and do stuff, and all I would do is I would sit in Christina's bed and watch movies on her computer, and then I read Lisa's journal every once in a while to get some pep in my life.
I'll just say I'm glad that I wrote it so well because it was like a teen novel.
And I was not allowed to have any of those.
Was it a thrilling ride?
It was great.
It was thrilling.
Incredibly well written. You
See,
should
now-
write
Wow.
teen novels.
Thank you. Now I feel really good that you read it because it was so good. Like I'm gonna change all the names and publish it.
No, you for
very proud.
sure should. Like, if you don't, that would be a sad day.
Okay.
Sounds interesting. Okay, anyway,
Like,
let's
read
move
it
on.
and weep.
So, as I was saying, Patreon, link in the description. Let us know, again, any other ideas for an episode with Joey or anything else with our other family members, whatever. That's it. See you guys next time.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.